Hi, in this video I'm going to be going through what I consider to be the top 5 do's and don'ts when it comes to writing a ToK essay. Just to quickly mention, in the description you can find links to highly detailed written guides for each essay title. So check those out if you're interested. Okay, let's begin with the do's. First of all, make sure you build your essay around the key terms that you've defined in the introduction, and ensure that these terms guide each section of your essay in order to signal to the examiner that you're staying on track. For those words and phrases which have multiple definitions, as is so often the case in ToK titles, narrow it down and make sure you stick to that definition throughout your essay. Secondly, stay balanced. This means presenting strong counter-arguments to your main points, so try to avoid using outlier or fringe perspectives that are easy to counter. So some examples of outliers would be Holocaust deniers, flat earthers, this kind of thing. Thirdly, something that's very important in ToK is discussing the real-world implications of your argument. So how does your thesis affect the practical aspects of knowledge? How does your thesis apply to the real world? Fourthly, make sure you integrate ToK terminology into your text, so things like knowledge acquisition, scope, knower, because this adds a bit of analytical depth to your essay. And finally, for the do's, make sure you include a bibliography or your work could be flagged as plagiarized, which would obviously suck. And you have to cite any sources you use in your essay, and this includes AI generated content, which you need to be particularly careful with. Okay, let's move into the don'ts, sorry. First one being, don't go over the 1,600 word limit because anything above that won't even be read. While there's no minimum word count, falling below 1,500 could indicate a lack of depth in your essay. Also, remember the word count excludes the title, citations, and bibliography. Secondly, don't alter the question in any way or go off topic. For example, getting too into subject-specific stuff. Your essay should revolve around the nature of knowledge and how we produce or acquire it. Thirdly, don't add filler sentences. Stay concise and to the point, because, markers can tell when you're padding out your essay to try and meet the word count. Also, regarding examples, don't use hypothetical scenarios, stick to real life ones. And if you can, avoid using cliched or overly general examples. So for example, talking broadly about an entire historical period like World War II. And finally, absolutely don't make any unsupported claims. You need to provide evidence even for points of general consensus, such as within the scientific community. And as I mentioned before, don't forget those citations. Also, using phrases like often or sometimes can help you avoid overgeneralization. Okay, so yeah, those are my top 5 do's and don'ts. For a free downloadable PDF covering each of the aforementioned points, just click on the link in the description below. And if you're interested in more ToK essay content, then do consider liking and subscribing. Thanks so much for watching.